The sea breeze hits you as you walk up over the small hill. The pathway was once laid with marbled stone, but has slowly lost the war against nature. You are met by a gaping hole in the ground. Grey fog dances on the edges, bridging the gap between this world and the barzakh. You stand there, puzzled by the sight before you. The motherfucking lighthouse has vanished. Oh shit, we're starting a time-lapse already. Okay, let me catch up. Hello, my name is Adam and welcome back to my channel where I make a tabletop role-playing game from scratch on camera, and we're making the Broken Lighthouse today. Yeah, I also have a goal to reach 96 likes on any of my videos. If I do, I'll make a video where I show off the 96 pages in this notebook before I started this channel, and click subscribe to make the algorithm notice my hard work. Okay, done. Let's go. The Broken Lighthouse is an idea that has been brewing in my mind for a long time, but I've never quite gotten the edge that has made it interesting until now. It always starts out with titles for me. The Broken Lighthouse was just a title I came up with no content for it. But if I let the title hang out in my mind for a while, small pieces of content, things I watch or hear, attach itself to the title until I actually get something good. This is the Broken Lighthouse, and it has vanished. When the players first encounter it, they see the foundations of the lighthouse and an enormous portal into the barzakh, which has swallowed the rest of it. Why is the lighthouse hidden in the barzakh, and who did it? A new quest of exploration has begun. One thing that has bothered me with the barzakh for a long time is that it's very bland. Sure, it's a dead wasteland with nothing in it, but that's also very boring. The barzakh should somehow be dangerous and exciting to walk around in, but it isn't. So my current idea for the barzakh is reverse gravity. More precisely, reverse gravity only for animate things. And this idea actually came from Beard Clipper, so thank you. And go watch his channel. He has a great content there. This reverse gravity means that the players will see the barzakh as upside down. Every object they see or interact with will fall to the ground, which in their case will be up, but the characters themselves will fall to the ceiling. And if there's no ceiling, they will fall to the sky and die, I guess. This makes the barzakh considerably more dangerous, because if you slip and fall, you will fall to your doom. There's certainly really high stakes for moving around the barzakh outside of the structures that are already made. And if all inanimate objects don't have reverse gravity, that makes things a lot easier when it comes to, well, everything else. Building anything where you have to suspend structures from the ceiling and anything that falls or breaks will fall to the sky is just needlessly pointless in the game. So water, rocks, buildings, etc. fall to the ground, while birds, humans, zombies, donkeys, etc. fall to the sky. Maybe the previous inhabitants have some sort of safety net or safety line built, which the players can attach themselves to when moving around. And one fun thing about this is when the players realize they can combine the upside down and right side up gravity. What happens when an 80 kilo character enters the barzakh with 80 kilos of gear. They float, of course. The character is pulled to the ceiling and the gear is pulled to the ground, making them counteract each other's gravity. Suddenly, the players would want to be overloaded with gear in the barzakh because you can jump higher, you can slowly fall, ascend or descend. But it also makes it so that if you lose your sword, it will drop to the ground and you'll have to climb up to the floor to get it. There's actually no problem in retroactively changing this. I've previously used the barzakh in small horizontal movements. The holding cells in the lower dungeons are tiny spaces. The Crystal Workshop has a storage room, and the entrance has corridors. Now, with vertical movements in the lighthouse, it will be really interesting for the players to move around. And I've actually found out I want to use the hex flowers idea here. This is the map of the lighthouse, where each of these hex flowers are one level or story in the lighthouse. You can see I have laid the hex flowers in a smaller and smaller, what would you call this, rings maybe? The point is that most of your movement is random. You do an attribute roll, and using this as a guide, you move either forward, backward, or sideways. If you want to be more precise, stuff like creative use of equipment or portals will get you where you want. This will therefore be a tactical challenge for the players. Which attributes do they use to move? Or do they spend resources to get more precise movement? The goal is to get to the top, where they can turn off the portal and return the lighthouse to the overworld once again. I'm putting traps and monsters in here too, so this will definitely be a challenge for the players, and a real eye-opener on how dangerous the barzakh can be. But you might wonder what the reward will be. Well, firstly, they'll restore the lighthouse, which will give the refuge a benefit. A working lighthouse will attract ships. Remember that the ship with the people at the refuge is only one of the ships that got away. If they are quick enough to restore the lighthouse, they could guide the other ships to come to them as well. And more people means more resources. Secondly, we need to ask who hid the lighthouse in the first place and why. When the players arrive, they will see that they're not the first people who has been here and explored this castle. In fact, another explorer used this lighthouse as a hideout and hid it in the barzakh to keep away from danger. But that's something we'll look into in the next episode, when we delve into the mind of the madman who lived here. See you then.